search out your path ahead. So we talked about aimless practicing. We've talked about a lot of different getting stuck in the mud type things. But when you're on the path, you're on the journey, usually you have a clear idea of where you're going. So knowing that the songs that you're working on are on your level and they're towards something that, the playing that you want to do. And if you know that the technique exercises, the chords, the scales that you're working on right now are going to give you good results, that's inspiring. Then okay, I can't wait to get up tomorrow and practice again because I know I'm on the right path. How about finding music that inspires you as well? We all have that song. I've got, I listen to Rust in Peace, the album by Megadeth. I would used to listen to that album on the way to gigs. It could be a jazz gig. It could have been like a wedding or something, I had picked up on the side. It could have been just a regular rock gig that I was playing, a blues gig. I would still listen to this music because the tempo, the tone of the guitars, it pumped me up. It got me inspired. And what's the music that inspires you? That's what I want to know. I'm always looking for new. It doesn't have to be driving music. That's kind of what Megadeth was for me, driving music. But what kind of music inspires you? And searching that out, getting some new music, it really doesn't take any time. Go on Spotify and just search around, find some stuff there, can help you out. How about finding out how far you have come? That can be very inspiring, especially if you've got your practice together right now. If you can look back, listen to old recordings, if you've been videoing yourself, make sure that you can go back and see the early days, the middle days, and then where you are now. You can take a whole day to go back over your first recordings and listen to them and think about how far you've come. Super inspiring. If you could do that, what's keeping you from moving forward from here? It's going to be a really good day. I've had some great days like that. I actually found some old recordings. They did an album that I did, the first one I ever did. And it wasn't great, but it was inspiring. Look how far I've come since then. And like I said, if you can do that once, you can do it again. Another thing I find inspiring is writing down my ideas. So with guitar, when we're playing, a lot of thoughts are coming into our brain. We're going over things that we already know, but we are reacting to those things and coming up with new ideas all the time. And sometimes you don't have a recorder, but just to write down maybe the chords or, oh God, I have an idea that I would like to do a song that sounds similar to these people, or I would like to take a little bit of this song and a little bit of something from the Stones and a little bit of something from somewhere else. And those ideas, those brainstorming ideas that just come to you when you're just least expecting it, writing those things down and going back over them at the end of the day or the end of the week. I get very inspired by I forgot about that. This is something that really hit me at one time and life just took me in a different path. But I think it'd be a good use of my time. I get very inspired by those things too. Okay, how about what can you do for others to help them be inspired? We all feel alone when we're playing guitar and learning these things. And if you just asking someone, what are you working on? How's it going for you? Are you struggling with any of those things? That can be super inspiring for someone else. The fact that someone took the time to care about all of the things that they're working on, all of the hard work that they're working on. Your home situation may not be as supportive. Some people's home situation is very supportive. They love the fact that you're learning guitar, but not everyone's. So if you can take the time out of your day to care about someone else's playing, it comes right back at you. I know for a fact it does. Sharing your enthusiasm about something. Say that you hear this song, you would love to learn how to play it. Find some other people who would love that as well. Share that. We do that a lot on the Facebook group. You find something new, some new music, something you've never heard before. Maybe someone else has. Share it with them. It's super inspiring. Not just to find some music that you feel is awesome, but when someone else agrees with you, on that too. It boosts the motivation. And how about being active in other musicians' lives, getting together with them, giving them a call every once in a while, going out and having a drink every once in a while, just to see how they're doing. These things can build motivation on both sides. How about what I can do for you to keep you motivated and inspired? Well, the number one thing we talked about right away was knowing the path ahead and knowing where you're going, and that what you're doing is going to get you there. It's super inspiring. And I've already done something like this for you. It's the roadmap in the academy, where you can go ahead and look over all of the different levels, and you can see the things that you're going to work on and where you're going to get to. It's super inspiring. Okay, if I just buckle down every day, work a little bit on this, that's where I'm going to go. No more getting stuck, no more aimless practice. So that's one thing I've did. I like to share my wins and my losses in the podcast. I like to open up a lot more. I share more losses than wins, honestly, here. It's kind of funny. Hopefully, if you hear where I started and where I ended up, that can be inspiring for you. If I can do this, you can do this as well. And if I mess up, well, it's okay when you mess up. It didn't stop me. I just picked myself up, kept going, and got back on a path and started moving forward again. I also like to share my students' progress as well. I like to show you, here's someone who started here, didn't have any idea what we were working on, and look at what's happening now. If you're in the Facebook group, or you're in the academy, or you're in coaching, or even in the VIP section, you're going to hear these things all the time. Hey, thanks for watching. I have a free gift for you. It's Get Moving Guitar, my free course to help you get back on track and motivated. You can sign up by clicking the link below in the description. If you'd like to support the podcast and get more of this content that's actually designed to help you become the guitarist that you've always wanted to be, sign up for my VIP supporter program. It's as little as $3 a month, and you get access to the private VIP podcast. I will see you soon in the next video.